Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all really well. In today's video I am sharing with you 3 very tasty treats that are so easy to make. They make perfect gifts and they're really inexpensive. The first one that I'm going to show you how I make is these chocolate slabs. These are just the best gifts. I make these for birthdays and just for Christmas gifts this year. So I have got some chocolate. I use around 300 grams of chocolate, and then you can just get whatever treat you want to put on the top of it. I've got Smarties and Rolos and cookies and Kit Kats. Also, I use these silicone molds just to pour the chocolate into. I've got some little Christmas themed ones there as well. You can honestly just use whatever you want to decorate. You could do themed ones, you could do a chocolate orange flavoured one and put all chocolate orange related things like Jaffa cakes and chocolate orange segments. But for this one, I am just doing 3 different ones. So I did one for a birthday gift and then 2 Christmassy ones. These are great for Secret Santas. I actually made my sister one to give as a Secret Santa gift for somebody at work. So I am just using some white chocolate and I am just melted it, and then I'm just putting it into these little Christmas molds. I'm just using a little cocktail stick to spread it all around the molds, and then I'm just going to put it in the fridge until it sets. I'm also going to do the same with this mold here. This is for a birthday gift for a 7-year-old, so I am just putting some of the white chocolate into the number 7 mold. I have then melted 300 grams of chocolate and I am pouring it into this silicone mold. Now you can either do it that way or you could just melt it straight into the silicone mold. And then add in all my tasty treats, so loads of Smarties and matchsticks, chocolate chips. You can honestly just choose whatever you want. Whatever that person's favourite treats are, you can just add to it. So you just decorate it how you want and then put it in the fridge to set. And this is how it looks once it's set. It is so quick and easy to do, and I just think it looks really effective. It is just a really nice gift to give somebody. I then just wrapped it up in some of this cellophane that I had, so it is all nice and packaged. And I think it'd be great if you got some nice little stickers or gift tags to put on there as well. And yeah, just the perfect little gift. Great for stockings, they're great for Secret Santas. And it's just really nice, I think, to get something that's personalised, and it is just cost next to nothing. I think they just cost a couple of pounds for me to make each of these. Obviously, it depends on what brand of chocolate you use and what toppings you use. But if you were to pay for one of these from many companies that make them, it would cost a lot more than that. And I just think they're so easy to do yourself. It is definitely worth giving it a go. So that is the finished look of the 3 that I made, and like I say, this is my little go-to for gifts now. I love making something that is handmade and giving it to people, and I think they look great. The next one to show you guys, this is probably just the easiest recipe ever for fudge. So I got this recipe off a lady on Instagram. Her name is Ashley Sugar Rushed, and she does loads of great little hacks like this. So this is slow cooker fudge, and all you need for this is 500 grams of any chocolate. I just use the £1 Tesco bars, but you can use cheap chocolate, just don't use cooking chocolate because it'll be too oily. A tin of condensed milk, so the 397 grams tins, and 15 grams of butter or margarine, and then Maltesers I've used, and some crunchies, or you can just use any chocolate that you've got. And all you want to do is add the chocolate, the butter and the condensed milk to the slow cooker, keep it on low, and it's going to be in there for around 50 minutes to an hour, and then just give it a stir every 15 minutes. It should look a little something like this. Then just before it is ready to come out, you just want to put in half of your chocolates. So I just added in half a box of Maltesers into there and gave him a little mix round. And then I just transferred them into this silicone case. It would probably be better if you had a rectangle dish to put them in. I only have a round cake case, so I just put mine into one of those. I then just smoothed the top of it with my spatula and then got the rest of the Maltesers and used them to decorate the top of the fudge. Now, because I always use slow cooker liners, I had some left in there still, so I just used it a little bit like a piping bag and just piped it into another silicone case. I only had a little bit left, so I just did a couple of these rectangle bar sizes and I put crunchies all on the top of those. I then melted some white chocolate and just drizzled that all over the other fudge. Then you just want to put it in the fridge for around an hour until it is set. And then cut it into your chosen chunk sizes, whatever size you want them to be. I did end up cutting these a little bit smaller than I had done originally because it is very rich. You don't need a lot of pieces of this until it's maybe a little bit too much. You can also do this on the hob if you don't have a slow cooker, just do it low and slow. I think you can do it in the microwave also. So there's other ways you can do it, obviously, if you don't have a slow cooker. And if you're not giving it as gifts, then I just keep mine in an airtight tin and keep it out of the fridge, because if it's in the fridge, it will sweat. And then I decided to gift some of mine. So I've shown these before in my small video. I got these boxes from Amazon, which are just so cute and festive and come with these gift tags and strings to tie them all up, and they're just gorgeous. I love them. So I decided to put all my fudge into one of these boxes. These fudge I've given before for neighbour gifts. These are just great little things to give out around the neighbours, or you know, to the postie or whoever you want to give them to. So I just made up the box, popped them in there, and I got these little bags from Amazon again. These are perfect little size, so these fit about 4 pieces in them. And I think they're around £4 for 100 bags. I will link everything that I've mentioned below, but yeah, they were off Amazon as well. So to make this whole batch of fudge that you can see here, it cost me around £4.50, which I think is just an absolute steal. So much worth looking at making things like this yourself and not buying them, because it will save you a fortune. And this honestly tastes so good. Really would recommend making this. So this next one is the perfect gift if you are stuck for Christmas or birthdays. Then this foodie gift is such a good one to give. This is a chocolate chip cookie jar. So you put all of the dry ingredients into a nice Kilner jar and then give instructions for how they make the cookies. So for this, I used 210 grams of plain flour, 110 grams of brown soft sugar, 100 grams of caster sugar, 340 grams of plain chocolate chips, and 3/4 teaspoon of bicarbonate soda. I also got this jar. This was from Poundland, so really inexpensive and really cute little heart on the front of it. And this is the size that I used to put all my dry ingredients in. So what I decided to do as well was use one of these icing bags to use it like a funnel, basically, because I really wanted to keep the lines neat of when I put them into the jar. I wanted to see a clear line for each of the ingredients. So I just cut the end off one of these and just put it inside my jar so it worked like a funnel. I then added in the bicarbonate soda into the flour and put that into the jar first. I then added the caster sugar and then the brown sugar and then the chocolate chips on top. You want to try and get it so it's packed as tight as possible so that all the layers sort of don't move around. I then just attached a card with the instructions for how to make the cookies and this little cute sticker on the top, and then just decorated it with a bow. And I think this is such a good gift. You could obviously do different recipes as well. You could do it for chocolate brownies, you could do it for gingerbread men, whatever they like, whatever is their favorite. I think it is just such an easy gift idea for someone. And who doesn't like cookies? All they need to add to those dry ingredients is butter, eggs, and a little bit of vanilla, which most people do have in their cupboards, so it is a great one for everybody to be able to make. And this is how the cookies looked, because I made a batch and they taste so good. The whole kitchen smelt amazing, and this is how the cookies turned out. I did really nice big cookies as well. I always make them much bigger than they probably should be, because this recipe says that it makes around 24, and obviously I did not get 24 out of that, but they are double the size they should be. I will link the recipe below if you want to make it, or if you want to make the gift. Like, obviously you could just make the cookies for yourself if you wanted to, because it is a great chocolate chip cookie recipe. And that is the 3 gift ideas, the 3 foodie recipes. Whether you're making them as gifts or whether you just want to make them for yourselves, then I think these 3 are so cost effective and easy to do. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you again for my next one. Bye everyone, Merry Christmas.